Welcome to the Whitetail Legacy Podcast.
And we get the back view of him. And I mean, it's just a mega.
52 yards is a long shot. Magnum PI is what we named him. No idea.
Just a magnum.
Yeah, just a magnum.
Come on, Cam last year, we said probably 150, mid 150.
Yeah.
Same doe from the morning come out with that 9-pointer.
Here steps out this 90-inch 8-pointer. You're like,
I'm like, okay, well, there's still a buck back there grunting.
Yeah.
And then out steps like another 90-inch 8-pointer. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm like, deer, right there.
Yeah, like
and he's
30
already
yards.
30 yards.
Yeah.
He was literally 5 yards from the base of the tree. Could have been, had a buck down at 1:40 in the afternoon, back there deep on public. 3 does come out pretty early. It was like 245, 24 yard shot, sent the combat veteran, and I tell you what, man, dude, it just smoked. We always get so jacked up when the other person kills. It's just almost like we got it done.
Yeah. And when you killed that doe, I was like, hell yeah, man.
And we come down here to Missouri.
I asked Comey one more time. I'm like, is it a good buck? And he goes, yeah, real good, solid buck. I'm like, all right, boom. And the deer just drops. Sure. Super special meat.
Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy. Baller Rut.
This is the White-tailed Non-Killing Deer Podcast coming at you. Non-Seeing Deer Podcast is what it should be. I pretty much was on a picnic today with my bow. That is the only thing I did. Oh, guys, this heat's killing us, or I just keep telling homie, I said, are we this trash? Are we this trash?
Tomorrow it's going to be, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah. I'm close to that.
We're getting real close to that.
Real close to that. I don't know what I do wrong.
Day 3 and not seeing a deer? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
All right, let's get to the people that make this possible. We made some cam moves today. Got a cam moved over a scrape there that was still open, still getting hit. We're thinking they're going to be done with the scrapes here real soon, but we're just going off what we got. We're covering a travel in and out of a bedding area with a good scrape on it. So we hit the angle the way we got the travel and we got the scrape. So if they hit the scrape, it's a bonus. If not, we'll still get some, them traveling out in and out of that bedding. So, yeah, still making moves with the cameras. It's never too late, You got a mobile out there, you get a picture of a buck going in there tomorrow morning. You say, okay, he's in there. Or you see a bunch of does go in there. Okay, a bunch of does in there. It's good to have that intel right now with these mobile cams. It makes it possible.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly. Like, we went in there and scouted basically that whole block of timber. How big do you think that is? It's not.
No.
It's not very big at all. I mean, we went through it in 15 minutes. And we're trying to, spot and stalk basically too. So, I mean, we went through there even slower.
It might be 25, 20.
And these trails go right in there. So, we know if a deer is in there,
there's a bunch of stuff on the no hunting. Like, there's a bunch of shit on the no hunting where deer could be. But what we can actually hunt is like 25.
I just feel like if he comes in the north end where the cam is, he's going to be in there.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be right where
But if he comes in from the south like where it was, he could just work right up that edge, I feel like, and then go over there.
Yeah.
Work that pinch, boom, he's over there. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like he would have went down the road or went on the north end of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see what you're saying.
We're out there hustling.
Yeah, so that's a shout-out for Exodus. We made a move with their cams today trying to get intel, just to get intel. There's deer in the area. So this morning, I'm up, I'm going, doing my normal routine in the morning.
That was today?
Yeah.
Man, that feels like forever ago.
Yeah. Taking a good poop, like 4:30, really getting a nice one going. Walk out, got all my shit on. All my shit's on. Everything's ready to go. I'm doing my last final checks, like, okay, I'm going to grab this. And here comes one of my kids. It's like 4:50. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And none of them took naps yesterday. And they were all asleep by 7:30 last night. So I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. You know what I mean? But he comes out. I put him on the couch, put Toy Story 4 on. I'm like, okay, I'm good. He's 5. He's solid.
Right.
Literally walk out of the living room into the kitchen. Here's my 2-year-old saying, milk, milk. I'm like, God. So I get him milk, put him on the couch, snuggle him up. I'm like, all right, solid. Wife's going to be up and like, real quick, going to work. They'll be good. Then my other kid, the little one, screaming bloody murder in there. And the 2-year-old had woke him up.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, perfect. So I told homie, I said, I got 3 kids up. I've been out of the house for 6 days straight. You know what I mean? Literally, we are literally home. So we get done hunting. We drive here. We come in here. We podcast. We drive home. Homie has to do all the upload work, downloading the footage, uploading all the podcast. And then we eat, take a shower, and that's it. And
That
then
is it, yeah.
you're going to bed. So I've been gone from 4:50 to say 7 every day. You know what I mean? So
And it's about to be even worse next week.
yeah, next week's gonna be terrible. So, but I mean, so I took the morning, I cleaned the whole house, got everything, rearranged. Homie went out. It was my day to hunt. I told homie, I said, just go out, everything's set up and hunt, so you go ahead and tell him how exciting that hunt was.
Yeah, so, Cody called me on the phone and just ran it down to me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no big deal, man. Like, you got to take care of that shit because, we're dad's first, husband's second, and then everything else, So props to you for, realizing that that's the right thing to do. So I kind of had a little more pep in my step. I get to take the bow with me instead of just the camera. So we were set up there on the north end of that timber. Them 2 scrapes kind of took a mental note of what they looked like when we got down last night, so I could tell if they had been worked through the night when you could see in the morning. And get all set up in there. Didn't really look like they got hit. Definitely the one on the right-hand side definitely did not get hit. Possibly the one on the left. There was just a few leaves in there, but most likely not because I didn't see a deer in there this morning, and then we scouted there. Don't think we kicked any out of that block of timber. So the morning was slow, and then we got down and did that scouting that we talked about and packed out of there. And
yeah, I had come out there. I didn't get to take a nap or anything. I mean, I had all the kids, and I was thinking, man, I could go out there and hunt, or I could just let homie have the morning. You know what I mean? So the wife was up. She went to work. All the kids are doing their thing. I'm playing with them, hanging out. They want to take a bath this morning. I'm like, what the hell? So all bagged up, ready to go. Got an extra change of clothes, rounded up for daycare. They got Halloween candy, and they've been allowed to eat like 4 or 5 pieces a day. You know what I mean? So they wanted to take their 5 pieces to daycare. So I let them pick out their 5. That took forever.
oh,
You got to pick 5 pieces out of that barrel of freaking candy. But anyway, so I took them down there. I think I got to your tree at 10:18.
10:18.
Yeah. So you had hunted, all morning till then. We got down. We took the stands down, scouted, moved that camera, went to the truck, come back, prepped some stuff, shot our bows. We've been carrying around
Literally, banging
5
around.
or 6 days, banging around up and down with the pull rope, hooking on limbs, Shot really good.
I would say, man, it's just nice when you don't get to shoot every day like you are kind of used to, or, a few times a week like that. And then you just step back at 40 and just drop one in there. You're just like, oh, hell yeah. We're still good.
Yeah. So we shot and then came up with one plan, waxed that idea, came up with another plan, waxed that idea. We're getting really good at sitting on the tailgate, and actually, like, I just said, let's lay out everything we got. What do we want to do? We're always thinking about having a good hunt tonight, but then will that spot be good for the morning? And most of the time it's a no. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we knew tonight if we go in, we're going to be taking the stuff down and leaving. So we end up going with a plan of go where the does are. You know what I mean? So we were talking, and we hunted this spot in October, and there were 7 does there within 100 yards, and then a small 6-pointer, right? So we knew that there was a bunch of does in the area. There's 5 different food sources, not including acorns. You know what I mean? There's acorn trees there.
That,
so six different food sources, guys, within 500 yards of this area. There's 2 different food plots on the private. There's corn. There's
beans.
There's stuff for the migratory birds. And then there's freaking a hayfield and acorns. Like everything. And we can see a long ways.
A lot.
You know what I mean?
We were on a field edge.
Yeah, it's thick, like if you had to walk through the cattails that were 60 yards to my left, it'd be brutal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then we had does come right out of those last time we were hunting. We had does come from the north. We had does fall very far to the east. You know what I mean? We had does all over. So that was the game plan. Go where the does are. Have them drag a buck out, or maybe there'd be a buck in the area. We show up there. There's 2 scrapes underneath the tree that we're going to hang in.
Yeah.
That we had, we've been in there before. There's a giant scrape 50 yards in the corner pocket of the field that just absolutely looks like that's where a deer would be, right?
Yeah, you're just expecting, like a 20-inch wide mega to come out of there.
Yeah,
that's what you're waiting for when you look over there. You're like, I can just see it.
So giant rubs close to the tree. So we're like, okay, this is good. We're not going off that sign where, that's what we're setting up on right now. But when you see that stuff, it's nice to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's nice to see that, okay, there was a really solid buck in this area rubbing, a pretty good sized tree over there. And so we set up, and absolutely nothing, guys. We didn't see anything. I read Don Higgins' rep report, and he was like, I hunted a primo piece of private and didn't see any deer.
That's crazy.
I'm like, that is insane. So we are undecided. We packed everything out of that. We talked about it. That's not a morning spot in my mind. Mm-hmm. If the bucks were cruising hard, that pinch that we were setting on, man, that would be a morning spot to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But up there checking does in the morning on, the food plot up there, or, and then he's coming back, or one of them does is coming back, and he's literally chasing a doe back.
Yeah. But with us seeing zero movement, in our mind right now, we have to literally get on something right where they're bedded. We got to hunt like it's October 2nd.
Yeah.
I mean, there's black gnats out. I was like, the timber is loud as hell. Why is it? And it was crickets. There was freaking crickets out tonight. I was like, November 6th, freaking crickets in the background. You know what I mean? That just is out there. Bugs flying all over, those black flies biting the shit out of you.
Those things are savage.
Those things are tiny, but they pack a freaking punch, man.
Yeah, they do.
You're like, what the hell is that? And you're like, this little freaking fly just effed me up. So we're undecided for the morning. It's homie's hunt. We got a couple ideas of what we might do. But I wish this was live and like they could pick what we did.
Yeah, that would be cool, and that would probably be a better option than us picking.
Yeah,
because we ain't picked right yet.
We ain't picked right, but we talking to a lot of guys, and other guys aren't seeing anything. Like they're seeing no deer. But the mornings has been the best, I think, here, just because tomorrow is going to be 48 for the low. So this morning was 54 for the low. I'm like, oh my god.
And another thing that we're hearing a lot of people are having success on is rattling. So
we tried that tonight.
Rattling in the morning.
Yeah, we tried rattling tonight. The last 30 minutes of dark. I wanted to wait and see if any does were coming.
Yeah, you're trying to wait till the last minute to let all the does filter out.
Okay, is there any does in this area? It's 25 minutes of light left. You're like, damn, if there was a doe here, you'd think she'd be out.
Been out by now.
You know what I mean? Because when we hunted there in October, the does were out there early. They bedded in the freaking field right in front of us.
Yeah.
Bedded out there. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. So, we tried it. It's echoing nice down through there, and wasn't crazy loud, and and then nothing. You know what I mean? So,
one option is to go back where we had mobile cam, made a mock scrape. We had just happened to pull that cam on Monday, pulled it off the tree. So we don't have any recent intel, but we had bucks traveling through there. A couple decent ones traveling through there daylight, a bunch of really solid ones there shortly after dark.
Midnight's prime right there.
Midnight's prime right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Went back there to hunt in the tree, but the tree's not huntable. So it's going to have to be off the ground if we go there. And, it is back there. It's back there. So that's
pretty much
one
as
option.
far as you can get away from the truck.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Other option is to get in the damn near biggest block of timber that we know of that we can get to and go just off the north edge of it, get down in there and set up for the morning. The only thing is at least the wind's going to be south if we do that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be blowing to where they would be coming in to bedding. So that's our two options right now.
One's going to be off the ground. One's going to be a pack-in hunt.
Yep. And most likely making a move midday.
Yeah, most likely moving midday. At least, if we pack in hunt and we see good movement, we might want to move. But, if we pack in hunt and we see movement of a deer coming through at 8, we can move over there, and set up, and see if anything else comes through. But that's the options right there. I have history in this ravine or this, block of timber before. If we go back on the ground, there's going to be nobody back there. There's no one dumb enough to go that far back.
No.
There's no trees to get into back there.
No.
You're hunting just an absolute, I don't even know what to call that. What's behind you and
Oh yeah, well it's just a ravine behind you.
just
that's kind of, and that's where the wind's going to be
pond,
blowing us.
a ravine to a lake. So
And it's just kind of funneling these deer down. It's kind of a little knoll, kind of like an old logging road almost, but it's just on a little top, and it's just funneling them down right to the corner of the property. So we were looking at it on the map, and that's kind of how we got to go back there. And then I hung a cam, and a lot of the deer that we've had at the rut tree and at the kill tree were funneling right through there. So
was the first the day we went back there?
No, the second.
Second. Yeah.
So we have a good option to see some of the bucks that we've had on cam if we go back there. We're definitely in the area, and Magnum could show right up there easily.
Yeah. Haven't had him on cam there at all, but that doesn't mean
he gets
he's
drug
on a
in
doe
or something.
That's close enough to his core area that we could hunt him there.
Yeah.
And it's safe enough to where
we can do it.
Exiting is the only problem. The exit's
going to be money if we go out midday because we're going to be able to see.
No, I meant like just bumping stuff that's bedded in there, like south of the rut tree and all that, or north of the rut tree. North of the rut tree.
I think we can hang right close to that ravine, and we'll be. In the daylight, it is it is nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just getting back there. So that's what we got going, guys. I wish we could tell you what the hell the deer were doing, but we can't see any deer to tell you what they're doing.
Yeah, we got buddies that are shooting a few. Last breath guys, they always seem to get it done somehow.
Crush.
So Jesse shot one during that cold spell. Matt shot one when it was warm out, just off the ground, set up in the woods, kind of random. 50-yard shot. Grant killed rattling. You know what I mean?
Decoy.
So in the morning, they seen no deer the day before though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I like both ideas. If we go to the other property and we get set up, that's going to be an all-day adventure in there, all-day sit. Maybe move possibly, but if we're in the money, we're set there. But
yeah. What about this? Well, I guess not in the morning. I was gonna say the third piece up there, but
south is not real good for there. I feel like there's only 3 or 4 trees you can get into. We need to go look at that sign. We didn't go look at that parking lot either. God, I said that twice. We are terrible.
right.
I said, let's drive down there and see if there's anybody at this parking lot, just for, intel. Of what's
2 nights
going
in a
on.
row.
2 nights in a row. Get to the truck. Literally set it 100 yards away from the truck. Hammer into the house. So, but, yeah, that's the plan, guys. But it sounds like we're down as hell, and we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on, that's for sure. But
No.
we were talking about it. I told homie, I said, if we ain't going to see no deer, we got to have fun. So we're out there. We're cracking jokes. We're putting the time in, but we're doing what we love. It is freaking brutal as hell sitting in a tree stand that long and not seeing deer. You know what I mean? So we're laughing, we're joking, we're bagging on each other, and we're getting through it. You know what I mean? And I would much rather sit there and not see deer than be at work. I don't want people to be like, these guys hunting, what the hell? I'm at work. This could be worse, you know what I mean? So I know we're blessed to be able to do this, you know what I mean? But we put in an assload of work to be able to make it happen. But
just like I said yesterday, man, it's June 17th, and you're just thinking about November 5th. You're so jacked to just be out there November 5th, and then November 5th's here, and it's 72 degrees out.
yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm going to be
The
out there.
6th is like my favorite day. 6th and 9th are like my favorite day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we're looking at real hot temps, you know what I mean? So Monday is supposed to be a rain front come in. After the rain front, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, next week, cold, not cold, but colder and like high 50s. Like I'm solid with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as they can get down in the 30s at night.
Yeah.
And then you got, 2-3 hours in the morning to, get up at just barely
Last
40.
year on the same piece, our rut activity was freaking incredible.
Yeah.
It was insane. It's a place that you dream about. Like, it was insane. Seen 5 shooter bucks one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we haven't seen a shooter buck yet.
No.
But and we know the deer are there. They're on the cams. They were on the cams before this heat came.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we know that we're not in the buck bedding. We cannot be in the buck bedding. We know the buck bedding is on the private.
Mm-hmm.
We know the does. We got a hell of a lot of does.
Yeah.
We know. But
we just can't hunt there because we're not trying to burn it out before.
Yeah, you just can't hunt the same stand for 9 damn days on a kind of an off wind and have does wind you and blow that in 3 days when it's cold could pull a freaking Magnum in there on a northwest.
Yeah, I just think it's cool that that does are blowing there.
And someone's going to be like, oh, man, just switch your stand for a southwest. There is literally no other trees, guys. There's no trees in this area that you can get into.
Right.
There's no, for southwest, the hot corner is the only place we could go.
Yeah.
Let's go to the hot corner in the morning.
Straight south, blow right on that oak flag.
Yeah.
Of the ravine.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking about that when we were sitting there talking about it.
I don't know about that tree though. God,
I don't know about that tree.
I
I think what we'd have to do is hang one stand on one tree, and then you would have to step over to hang. But I just don't know how you're gonna hang yours.
Yeah.
But it looks like that's kind of the setup there. But are we gonna walk through the pinch and around, because that shit on the north is not passable. It's a wall.
Yeah.
The only way to get there is a way that we
Can't-
don't know on the backside.
Can we get there if we cross the ravine and just cut straight
No.
along the edge?
It's a wall. It's a wall right where the berm goes back. That's why we just can't ever cut back there when we're in the summer. It's a wall. We need to find his.
I found a spot there earlier in the year where you cross the oak flat and there's a nice little opening where it slopes off the hot corner.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go there. You can shoot there. There's a couple trees to hang. In the dark, it's going to be brutal. What if we pack everything in? Trying to think.
Yeah.
What if we just go in at daylight? And then we're in that brand new area. If it wasn't so thick, if it was like normal timber, you could go in there you guys are just listening to what we do every day.
I would say this is our conversation about 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, if it was just a normal like oak timber, a guy could go in there and hang and you could
50
shoot 20,
trees. Yeah.
25 yards. Here, you could hang and have 5 yards. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know if a guy going in there in the dark would want to maybe set up on that ridge on the oak flat so you can hunt the morning. And
That's dog shit.
well, we haven't pulled that cam in how long?
I pulled it the 16th.
Yeah, that's freaking sick.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks. Coming up on 3.
All those bucks that could have moved in.
Yeah.
We could hunt the oak flat. We could hang in the oak flat. We know that.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that.
We could hang in the oak flat, hunt that, get down, move across the ridge, and try to get in that hot corner. Be on that ridge in Magnum's area with the straight south would be fine.
Yeah.
We wouldn't bust anything out, and we could get out of there easier. And I know the trail to get to that ridge. We're gonna be covered in cockaburs, but we can get there, and it's not that bad. But in the dark, it would be bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
So that's an option where we could be in there. We could be in that zone where we know they daylighted on cam in that area when it's not freaking 70 degrees though. And there's does on the oak flat.
Yeah.
Does at the hot corner.
Doe's at the hot corner for sure. Seen that.
And they went in there.
They did go north there.
They did go in there in the morning.
Yeah.
I like that idea. And we can get in that oak flat and hang and
Oh,
shoot.
Yeah. And shoot.
And be able to hunt the morning with the possibility of something coming from the west, the south, the east. A lot of possibilities there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be away from people. More than likely, if there's someone there, I don't know. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday, so there could be someone there. But hunt there. Then we could pull that cam, get the intel, pull it for the year. You know what I mean? Because it's going to close. And then we're like, okay, this was trap. We get down, we go in there, and we hunt the hot corn in the evening.
And then we would be set up for a hot corner
Morning. Yeah.
because it's going to be south or southwest.
Yeah. Yeah. And that would get us in the zone, but not like in the zone.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I
he
like
was
that.
up there midday. We seen
Yeah.
him go out north end of the
Yeah.
bedding.
We seen him go right there on the 9th
Yeah.
after that doe.
And about 6 other bucks.
Yeah. Every buck.
Every buck. Every buck that was at the rut tree that we could have killed was in the hot corner.
Yeah. So I like that. That's a good idea.
All right. So we're going to the oak flat.
Hunt
Gonna
that.
hang.
Make a move.
Not see shit. Move to the hot corner. Kill.
Okay, copy. All right, guys. You guys know our plan. We just made it right here. Sorry you had to listen to 9 minutes of us talking
Yeah.
about shit.
Before we jump off here, the first installment of us doing 16 Days on Public is going to be live on the Last Breath YouTube channel tonight at 7 p.m. So you guys will be able to get to see that, get to see Cody's hunt the first night when shit went a little bonkers and then shut down for us.
Yep. Hey, I said it to multiple people. I didn't want to. They were like, "Man, we hope you kill second day." I'm like, "Man, I want to grind a little bit out there before I kill. You know what I mean? But I told homie, I said I wanted to get my ass kicked, but I didn't want to get curb stomped. You know what I mean? I'm out there getting curb stomped right now. So.
Straight Kimbo Slice hitting us
Pray
right
for
now.
a miracle at 8 a.m. Pray for a miracle, guys. We freaking need a miracle out there. Miracle on freaking, what's the movie?
Miracle on Ice?
That's not what I was thinking about. Was that like a figure skating freaking movie?
No,
or
it's
something?
the Russians and the Americans in the
Oh, my
Olympics
God.
hockey.
I don't want to see no Russians right now. All right, guys. Hunt your faces off. We out.